Hello again. Here's how to make an origami penguin. Now, I love origami, but it can be quite difficult. You certainly have to be very dexterous with your fingers, and well, I'm not sure what age children would be able to do this. It starts off fairly simple, but there is one tricky stage that perhaps they would need an adult helper. All traditional origami starts off with a square of paper, white on one side and a colour on the other. You can make black and white paper by lifting the lid of a photocopier and press the button. Do not look at the bright light, it could hurt your eyes. So to make the penguin, by the way, you could have different size squares to make adult penguins and baby penguins. First step is to remember to start off with the square black side up, black side facing up. That's very important. And you put it in front of you in a kind of a diamond shape with one corner facing you, and then bring the corner nearest to you to that centre point. Imagine a diagonal line across there. The good thing about this origami design is that it doesn't have to be accurate. Okay, so if it's not quite on the line or it's a bit over, it will still be fine. And use your finger now to make a nice sharp fold. Next we fold the whole thing in half. I'll just hold that up so you can see. Next we fold the whole thing in half. Try and get this accurate. That's looking pretty good. There we are. And next we're going to form the wings. And the other nice thing about this design is that no two penguins will be exactly the same. You can decide whereabouts the wing, how the wing's going to look. Fold it a bit further over so that it almost reaches there. I'm going to stop about there. Can you see that? And then we do exactly the same on the other side. There we are. They're the two wings. Later on we're going to curl the wings outwards, give them a bit more attitude. Now we're going to start work on forming the head. We're going to bring that top corner, fold the whole thing down at an angle, and once again exactly which angle is up to you. You can make the penguin be looking straight ahead, it could be perhaps looking down at its baby penguin. So when you've decided where to fold it, again pinch it off. When you do fold, don't go further than the point where the wing starts. And it's quite a useful thing to double fold. So once you've folded it one way, bring it over and fold it the other way. So you've got a nice flexible fold. Now we kind of go backwards, we just unfold it all, and here comes this tricky step which all origami seem to have, and I think this probably would defeat younger children. We've got a crossroads here of folds. At that cross point you put your finger underneath and your thumb on what's going to be the penguin's beak and gently pop it up so it pops over. Did you see that? I'll just do that again. Just gently push up from underneath and pop it over, and once it's gone over, once those two valleys become mountains, now when you fold it, can you see it automatically folds over? It's one of these things, once you've done it once, the second time is easy, the third time is very easy. I'll just do that again as it's such a difficult point. So we folded over the head like that, double folded it, unfolded it, popped it up like that, fold back the penguin, and the head should automatically fold over. So we've now got the penguin's head in black. The last thing we're going to do to the actual main piece of paper is it will stand up, but to make it more secure, to give you a gluing surface, you can just fold over the base here into two narrow triangles. Can you see there? And the same the other side. There we are, and that gives you a gluing surface so that you can glue it down onto the floor. Remember I said about the wings, if you curl the wings out so they look as though they're flapping. Now we could leave it there, but it would be nice to give the penguin some eyes. I've emptied out a hole punch here to get some little white dots which we can stick on. I suppose you could use Tipp-Ex if you've still got Tipp-Ex. Do we still use Tipp-Ex? I think we do. There we are. And on the other side. There we go. So the penguin's now got a bit more character. That eye is being a bit stubborn. There we are. And you could get a black felt tip pen and put some pupils in that eye. There we go. And finally, the penguin's beak. And the way I do the beak is I get a small triangle of yellow paper like this, fold it in half, a bit fiddly because it's so small. There we are, can you see that? And then we can just pop that onto the penguin's beak here, onto its head, a little bit of Pritt stick, and then just slide that on to make the penguin's beak. So that's the finished penguin, and if you get the whole class making these, you can make a nice Antarctic scene here. And I've used pieces of polystyrene to represent icebergs, and I've got some adult penguins with their baby penguins. So I hope you enjoy making origami penguins.